it kind of shows that we're back for the past 20 seconds. For the past 20 seconds, we've been back.
Hello? Are you out there?
Honey, I'm home.
Is anybody out there?
Somebody should write a song.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are back. I see two people back.
All
It's
right.
you and me.
It's us in this room. We lost everybody. That's all right. They'll come back.
So, once again, do you find that camping makes it easier to do your other hobbies? Like mountain biking, to hit the easy trails, the tough trails, what have you?
Or did you start camping so you could do these other hobbies more often? Or when you started camping, you realized
There was other hobbies.
there were other things you like to do.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's really nothing.
Really nothing?
Yeah.
But that's perfectly valid. That's the number one reason I think to depart from the urban setting and all this rigmarole and get out there.
I think maybe once I don't, or if I didn't have my kids with me or something like that, then I think it would be fun to explore something else. But yeah, right now it's just doing nothing.
Okay, so Rusty is here, and Rusty, let me see if I can find my cursor. Hello, cursor.
Off-roading.
Rusty goes off-roading. Are you off-roading with a Jeep? Are you off-roading with an ATV, a UTV, dirt bike? How are you off-roading, Rusty?
Off-roading.
Probably not on the road is my guess.
Ugh,
That's a good joke.
no, it's not.
Okay, so what else would you maybe do? Would your exploring be hiking exploring, or would it be tooling around in other fashions?
What's another fashion?
Tacoma. That's
Taco
cool.
off-roading?
Taco off-roading.
I like eating tacos anywhere.
Yeah.
Is that a reason to go camping? Mm-hmm. You can
Absolutely.
eat more tacos?
Absolutely. If your thing is is maybe you're a foodie, a traveling foodie, just like
That's
someone
a
who
good
likes
one.
to.
That's a good one.
Yeah, let's say you're like Harvest Host. You like to go see wineries.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well-
no.
well-
Craft beer places.
Craft
are
beer
much
place,
more
perfect.
fun.
That's another one. Or distilleries. That's another one. But maybe taqueries. Taquerias?
Taquerias.
Taquerias.
Taqueria?
I'm going to plan a cross-country trip, just hitting the best taco in every state. No, that's way too long. Okay.
I can't wait to see your experience with an Alaskan taco.
Hey, there's tacos in Alaska.
I'm sure there are, but I can't wait to hear the experience. I wasn't saying there isn't. There's bound to be.
It could be the day tripper, but it'll be the taco tripper.
Yeah.
Taco tripper.
So Angela
Let's do it.
says
Let's
for
do
her it's time to relax. For her husband, it's time for hiking and kayaking.
It's time for... Where are you reading this?
Uh,
You're just making up words.
I'm adding words because reading is hard.
So Angela relaxes, your husband hikes and kayaks.
You know, Amy McGee responded to our little post in the group earlier and says that, she considers herself maybe the nerd, but she likes to go and read.
It is really fun to read when you're camping because it's I don't know, you just concentrate a lot.
Yes, but
better.
isn't that kind of relaxing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of almost doing nothing.
Camping is the means to a hammock
Okay, I think that's
and
fair.
a book.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
So Rusty also has a square drop specifically built for getting out there.
Very cool. We would love to see that. You should absolutely send us pictures.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what other things can we think of that people might find camping allows them to access better?
I think photography is a big one now, or I think it's growing. I don't know. There's lots of cool things to take pictures
Sure.
of out there, and it's
Chasing
kind of fun.
sunsets, wildlife,
Wildlife.
birds, macro photography. I find a lot of outdoor photographers actually like to get up and close with flowers, plants,
It's so pretty.
old worn fence posts.
I was about to
Yes.
say, buildings and stuff
rustic
like that.
things. So absolutely photography. I know a lot of people, they buy the toy haulers because they have toys. So they're running around in their motorcycles, dirt bikes, and ATVs. and whatnot. And they bought it specifically to take themselves or their family or friends for those events. More so the camping, and the camping is a bonus. Whereas most of us would be like, camping's the thing and those other things are the bonus. They kind of come at it from another angle.
So what's yours?
Well, until I worked at Princess Craft, I was a tent camper, and that was enough of a to do to call it just going camping.
That's a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, and all the gear I could fit in my smaller cars at the time had to be related to the one thing.
The one camping thing. So nothing extra came along.
Maybe some mosquitoes.
Oh, well, they follow you anywhere.
Yeah.
But you didn't like go camping so that you could, I don't know, go hiking or
No,
kayaking or...
I think I rolled hiking in as in the small kind of short state park trails that usually take less than an hour. I just kind of rolled that into what you do when you want to stretch your legs while camping.
Yeah.
It wasn't really I can't call myself a hiker.
Do you have a stick?
I find a stick. But so I'm not a hiker, I'm not a backpacker.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say that I go to these places to hike or backpack. I was going to camp and then stretch my legs.
But like
sometimes.
eventually you have to walk somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's called hiking.
That's called hiking. So what else? Some people I think will go kind of in the same vein as photography, but maybe to do other art projects. Painting.
Yes.
Yeah?
I am surprised how many people carry a sewing machine.
Yeah.
Hasn't
Yeah.
that surprised you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So many people, they're like, yeah, I carry my sewing machine and I quilt or I
That's a
You
lot of
know,
stuff.
make things.
But if that's what you want to do,
if that's relaxing.
Well,
Right.
how many times around here have we heard that be a point of conversation when they're trying to evaluate this camper or that camper to purchase? Where will I put my sewing machine set up?
right,
We've heard it all the
right.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've known quilters too that since they travel and they would stay somewhere for 3 or 4 weeks, they bring this quilt frame and it all breaks down to sticks and they bolt it together and put it out there and just because quilt frames are bigger than this table.
Let's
Crazy.
let's see if I
Crazy.
can catch up on some of these comments. This is from the Facebook group, so let's find out who it is. Sarah.
Sarah, my accountability buddy.
We took family camping trips every summer just for the joy of the outdoors. Tina. Biking.
I knew you were a biker.
It's fun cooking on an open fire. Let's see if I can pull. Wow. Okay. Hold
Away.
on. Lots of catching up here.
Ugh, away
Okay.
from distractions. Yep. And that's what I do too. I camp to camp.
Let's bring up Steve's
Do you
comment here.
still have the Outdoors RV? I believe it's the RWS 21 camper in stock still. Okay, Steve, that camper is actually, we have one in stock and it's sold and it's leaving today. So right now it's in the shop. I don't actually know where you are if you're close, but it's leaving today.
If you
So,
can get here fast.
like,
Yeah. Like get in the car now.
like if you can be here in 30 minutes, you might be able to peek inside of it. But other than
But
that, yeah.
isn't the 21 RWS what we did a video on recently?
Yeah.
Yes, and I just did a tech tour video, so now we have 2 videos on the 21 RWS.
And
but
it's not
he
out
wants to
yet,
see it
but-
in person.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Your video is
course.
out.
Oh, yeah.
Went out yesterday.
Okay.
So there's a new video out on the 21 RWS. Okay. Mike. Hi, Mike. Welcome back, Mike. It's 48 degrees right now. No, it is not. Not here. Whew, sweltering.
that's
in
a
here.
hell no. It's May. It's almost June.
Hot
Ooh,
and muggy.
Propane fire inside of a gazebo. That does sound pleasant, though.
Okay,
Yeah, see,
that sounds nice.
I might
Yep.
go camping just for the sitting by the fire. I love sitting by fires.
But you don't like poking a fire. I don't get that.
Yeah, it's just people are always distracted by always fixing the fire.
What if it's
But-
not fixing? What if it's just poking?
Maybe if I camp for long enough,
It's
I would relax and I wouldn't mind.
It's a guy thing.
It's a guy
like
thing.
poking the fire. Like,
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, fire, poke it. Bear, poke it.
No.
but
That's what guys do.
Yeah, well,
all right.
All right, Angela knits. Without distraction, I get a lot of progress on various projects.
Yes,
think-
without distractions. So we do these things at home, like in small increments when we have time here and there.
Yes.
But like things like knitting or sewing or reading a book. There's something else about just like being out there, and you can do it for a long time without
Yes.
having anything interrupt you, except for eventually like you get hungry and someone has to poke the fire.
Yeah. So Rusty says we poke, and you know what else?
We poke.
Tina says, no, I like stoking fire. Love fires.
So you just poke at the fire, Tina?
Well, she's using the technical term, so it's stoking.
Poking.
So stoking.
Poking.
Stoke. Well,
Poke.
if she's doing
Me-
it for a reason, it's
Me-
stoking.
Messing with the fire.
And that's the thing. I get that you have to kind of, move logs around and add to it and all that. To
Yeah,
keep
like
a fire going.
fire's an art. We get it.
But,
There's just chill. Just chill.
This is such a minor thing, and they really judge on it.
yeah,
I mean,
we're a
these-
little judgy.
really judge.
We're
That's
like
true.
kind of judgy about everything, though.
Hey, that's
Have
why
you-
we love us. What?
We love each other, and that's all that matters.
Okay. Good to hear.
Fire tending.
That is much less
How
aggressive.
many? Sounds like you're caring for it, like a little baby. Love to grill snakes.
Reading is hard.
Gross. Oh my god.
Okay, so what else do y'all do? Because we've got biking, we've got poking fires, we've got hiking, and knitting, maybe sewing. What else? What other events or activities does camping make more possible for
I
you?
wonder if there's some really crazy things that
Yeah,
people
what's
go
the-
camping for.
What's the weirdest thing that you've ever heard of somebody doing while camping?
I mean, what would it be?
Spelunking?
I mean, if you're camping near an underwater cave. What about like panning for gold?
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah, people do that. You know what? We have customers that buy trailers so that they can go pay them for gold.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about antiquing or
Yes.
like
I-
yard
junk shopping.
Junk shopping, yeah.
Just totally counts.
Yeah.
I think that totally counts as a reason
Absolutely.
You can
to travel.
Yeah, people have a real passion for garage sales, auctions, junk diving, you know?
All these things that no one needs, but you have to go look at it
Mm-hmm.
all.
geocaching, yes. Duh.
Yeah.
Why didn't we think of that?
Yep.
Who's in cave country?
That's Rusty.
Where is cave country?
Where is that?
Where are you,
Where's
Rusty?
the country of the
Tell,
caves?
tell me of these cave people. Wait.
Ooh.
The cave wonder.
They sound like Neanderthals. Okay, so moving along. Friend of mine would go camping, go on camping trips to Boulder, not Boulder, Colorado, but like bouldering.
Oh, to Boulder. What
Mm-hmm.
is bouldering?
So bouldering is akin to mountain climbing, but it's on
a rock?
smaller. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's rock climbing, but instead of like a wall, it's a boulder, and you just
That
climb it.
I am not in this circle, but that's the best I can describe
What is
it.
bouldering? I've never.
It's smaller mountain climbing
Hill climbing?
with crags and poison ivy. 'Cause that's all I ever got from bouldering was poison ivy.
Freeform,
Well-
no ropes. Oh, so it's called bouldering when there's no ropes? It's not what you're climbing, it's how you're climbing?
Yeah, you're just climbing up the wall without any ropes.
like
you
flipping
don't have
Spider-Man?
Yes.
Rusty, how high do people typically get? What's the range of height on?
Man, that is extreme climbing. Then.
No, that's Sarah that's saying
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I can't see on this.
Where do
screen.
I send pick of trailer? Rusty, send your pictures to RV Small Talk.
Yeah, just send it to questions@rvsmalltalk.com.
questions@rvsmalltalk.com. We love to see all your camping pictures. Anybody out there.
Yes.
And pictures of your
always.
trailer and any questions you might have that you want us to talk about on the podcast. Any comments like what color I should dye my hair next. I mean, really anything.
Just, You never listen to us though.
I know.
She never listens.
It's
to us
whatever
when we
hair
talk
dye is
about
on
it.
sale when I get to the
Oh,
store.
is
Like,
that how
let's
it
be
is?
real.
Now I know. Now I know.
Steve is asking another question about the ORV.
Okay, I'm in Houston. The video was not working. Do you have the next shorter version? I can't remember the size. I will not own a rig without the owning. I wanted a Lance. Hospitalized in 4 months. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Okay, Steve, I am going to, if you want to private message me in any, however, in the Princess Craft thing, your email address, I will get back with you as soon as this live is over, and I'll send you over to sales, and we'll figure out exactly what unit you're looking for, when we're going to get it next. Things like that. We'll also figure out how to get that video working.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
send it to your email.
thank you for
Yeah.
your comments.
All right, so back to the bouldering. Not
Okay.
necessarily up a wall. More smaller boulders with a crash pad, not high enough to fall and be really hurt, but a lot of inverted climbing.
Now that sounds fun.
I want to do this.
That sounds really cool.
Where do I do this?
Where do you boulder?
Well, you can in Texas.
Is
I
there
mean, we
like
do have rocks here. I've heard.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds fun. It sounds like rock climbing, but
cool. Can you do this?
like
But not a rock wall,
Chill.
a rock boulder inverted.
it has a curve eventually.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Hello, Travels with
Hello,
Delaney.
Patrick and Patty. And the caves are in Kentucky.
And
We
Truman.
missed that, but
and
I don't know the other one.
Bess.
Beth.
Yes.
Bess, we got this. She traveled up and down the West Coast for bouldering. Okay, cool. Wouldn't hurt if you fall.
Would hurt if you fall.
Would.
Well,
Well, yes.
depends on how you fall, where you fall. You just gotta learn like parkour skills. They just teach you like how to fall so you don't get hurt.
Truman and Bess.
Yeah, we're getting it. We're slow.
We're
slow.
s-
She's got it.
Got it.
All right, what about people who travel for sporting events and they do it enough that they're like, you know what? Instead of hotels, let's camp for all these events, or even
Like NASCAR?
tailgate, like NASCAR, F1, maybe some music festivals.
Yeah,
and things
events.
Like that.
That's always a great way to travel. But yeah, that's what a camper helps you to get there for sure. Because those events are so much better when you're camping nearby. And you can wander up, wander back, take a nap, go join in again. So
Who you need to PM? You are on the Princess Craft Facebook page right now. So if you just go to the top of the Facebook page, there should be a little thing that just says message, and you can just click that and then send your email address. It will go straight to me, and I will make sure it goes to the people it needs to.
there you go.
That'll work. All right. What else? Anything else?
I'm with Mike, microbreweries.
Okay.
He mentioned that earlier in
I
his
missed
comments,
it.
and
Okay.
I am totally with him. Remember, we took that trip going up the UP and went to all
You
the
went up
craft-
the up.
I was about to say the UP.
Upper Michigan, and it was so fun because every day our goal was to find a microbrewery.
I remember this story that
was
there was
so fun.
That was actually probably the most concrete part of your plans was
That was all.
an
That was
element.
the only goal.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
Yeah,
totally
sometimes
worth
it's fun to
traveling.
have like a small goal, every day or every few days instead of like this giant itinerary of we're going to do this and then we're going to go here and then we're going to do this. Like, no, we're just going to lay around and then when we get bored, we'll go do this one thing.
Yeah, it's true. We had a great time.
And I guess the old standby, a lot of people would go camping to go fishing.
Yep.
That's the
Nobody
old
has
standby.
mentioned fishing?
Yeah.
Nobody fishes?
Maybe that's not a large subset of the camping group as it used to be.
No, I think it definitely is.
But it doesn't come up in our comments ever.
But so many of our customers say, yeah, we're heading to the coast. We love to fish. That's why we bought the camper.
Maybe
they're not-
Do
Maybe
y'all
they're
like
not
to
on
fish?
in the comments because they're out fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe fishermen aren't on the internet. I don't know.
Anywho, so maybe we've beat this dead horse. So what
Horses.
else?
Horses!
There we go. And paddleboarding.
Okay.
Yes.
Somebody explain paddleboarding. Why would you stand up when you can sit down?
Well, We are going on vacation, and the
more
one
even
thing
tan.
Sue wants to do is paddleboarding. Did
I-
you hear that?
No, but
She loves to paddleboard, and we're like, okay.
I'm down. I don't understand it.
I'm
but
gonna
I wanna
try it.
Yeah.
we'll be
I'm
in
gonna
Florida
fall.
next week. I'm gonna try it.
My balance is no bueno.
Yeah. Well,
Made a post of pic with trailer. Awesome.
All right.
Sweet. Can't wait to see it.
No, very good, very good. So paddleboarding, kayaking, snorkeling, scuba diving.
water things.
Yeah.
All water things.
You know, I used to have a friend who would scuba dive, but the really reason that he and his friends would sitting down is called kayaking.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. That's exactly what I'm saying. So why would you choose? Like, you have two. I don't know.
So I had a friend who would scuba dive, but the only reason was to see what everyone dropped in the water, and they would collect like expensive watches and GoPros and things like that. It's
So they didn't want to just put their head underwater and see all the rocks and the fish and the moss.
nah,
They
they're
wanted-
finding treasure. You
It's
know,
kind of like junk shopping.
absolutely, it's junk. Yeah, and it's not as competitive junk shopping.
That's true.
So what they would
And
do,
it's all free.
and they go to these places where on big holidays like what's coming up, there
Right.
would be a big boat floating town out there. People
Yes.
are having fun, dropping stuff, and they'll go out the
Yeah.
next week scuba diving and find that stuff. And if they can
Crazy.
identify the owner, they'd return it, and if not, who knows? It's kind of like metal detecting.
Well,
Which is a whole nother category
That's
of
true.
thing.
and if you're in the water at all, how many people haven't dropped something in the water at some point in time?
Me, never.
Never?
Like, never.
Not a key, a ring, a.
I'm sure I have.
I mean,
Not even your
Had
phone.
all
number.
kinds
No
of things.
way.
Ha!
Sarah, what?
what?
I need to hear this story. That's how my class ring got returned to me a decade later.
A decade later.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. Was it like tubing in San Marcos or something?
Probably.
Man. People are good.
Yes.
That makes me really happy. I've never heard that story.
So cool. I think that maybe it's something I wanted to learn to scuba dive, but I think I'll start at metal detecting. Seems like a lower entry barrier
A little
to entry.
easier.
So maybe I'll start metal detecting and finding treasures and maybe returning class rings and things like that.
Still looking for your glasses? Stop looking. Pro tip: get some new glasses.
Yeah.
Ooh. What about that contact I lost in the Frio?
No,
Someone could totally find that still.
use Mike's glasses to find your contact.
Sounds like a solution.
All right,
Oh goodness. Well,
All right.
Red Bull's kicking in.
Now,
Let's
you
record
timed that
a
wrong.
podcast. No, I didn't.
Okay, well, look forward to the next podcast. We're going to be recording it hopefully in the next few minutes here, and then we'll try to get it out. If we're on schedule, it'll come out Sunday evening, so it's ready for you, drive time on Monday.
what are we talking about?
I don't even remember at this point.
We are talking about
Leaks? I think it's no.
like from the Onion family.
Yeah, but I think for this one we might be talking about kind of the history of teardrop trailers.
That's right. History of teardrops trailers, and then the next one will be RV leaks, which
It has
sure,
rained here for 2 months. That's
Yeah.
why we decided to talk about this.
how to find leaks,
Which
what
ones
kind of
to
damage
worry
it
about.
can do, things like that. Some good information. We're
There's
going
a
to talk
lot
to
of-
a tech, or are we just going to talk about
We're going to try our best, but they are so busy.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if we can
Yeah.
grab one.
my worst day of camping was better than my best day of doing anything else. Aww.
Ah, that's
true.
that's
Yep.
true.
Steve, we love to hear that.
So, all right. Well, do look for the next episode. Check out our previous episodes at rvsmalltalk.com. If you have anything you ever want to send us, we do have an email. It says questions, but send us anything. Questions at rvsmalltalk.com. And if it's photos or maybe you're recounting a trip that you've been on or something you're looking forward to, let us know. We love that kind of stuff. Or jump over to the Facebook group, RV Small Talk Community.
And one last thing, if you haven't yet, if you enjoy the podcast, we really, really appreciate ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts because it helps the podcast be seen by more people because that's how Apple Podcasts works. So, if you haven't yet, if you don't mind, head over to Apple Podcasts and do the stars and write a little review of what you think about the podcast. It really helps us out. Thanks so much.
And if you have done it, thank you.
Yes.
Huge help.
Very good. Okay, I think that's it. Everybody,
This
thank
was
you.
fun. Y'all come back next week.
We will see you again next
Who
time.
called
And-
us cool? Rusty?
Harass Clint.